What's good? What's good? Another day, another video. And in this one, I'm going to talk about the question here. Is this society one that we should support? And I hate to say it, but that's a question to be asked. So I've been around several demographics at this point. I'm 24 years old, and I've been to college. I went to public high school. I went to public middle school and even elementary school too. I went to a private college though, and for a healthcare major, so there were certain demographics there. And now that I've been out of school, I live in kind of a town, so I live in the suburbs / countryside. I kind of live more on the countryside, but then I can easily go into the suburbs, I can easily go into the city, and there's different demographics in both of those. Yeah, and and I'm in California too, so my perspective is biased on that one, but it's not looking great, to be honest. Yeah, but maybe I'm just young. When I first came across a lot of the MGTOW videos during the initial months of COVID, like last year, I thought a lot of you guys were exaggerating. But now I can kind of see what you mean in some sense. I can see what you mean a little bit. Because it gets discouraging just going out in general. There's no the sense of like society is not really there amongst most people, amongst a lot of people, I guess. I haven't talked to most people in general, so, but just a lot of people. I'm still waiting on their turnaround, because what comes around goes around, but I think that may just be a hope strategy. And as you've heard from the other MGTOW content creators, the hope strategy isn't a great strategy. But it is what it is. In my opinion, they messed around with the money too much. They just meaning, like, kind of the government, to be honest, and the Federal Reserve, which isn't part of the government. But they messed around with the money supply too much, I think, because the cost of money and then the quantity of money in a society makes a big impact on how people value stuff. Even if you don't want it to, it kind of does, because it does for everybody else. So one single person not wanting to go by those measures is quickly discouraged when everyone else is going by those measures around him or her. So when you kind of play games with a supply of money too much, a little is okay. A little people can tolerate, but when you do it to this extent, then it really starts to shift the mindset of a lot of people, and then shift to the point where it gets to the point where people just start to leave the system because they can't deal with it. So people, companies, families, like, people just start to, it messes with people's heads too much, so then a lot of them just leave. And then, for example, MGTOWs, like, I mean, a lot of y'all are dipping. And another thing, like, MGTOWs, also men guarding their own wallets and men going their own way. It has kind of two little acronyms that I use and I've heard used, and both of them make sense. So when you're playing with a supply of money, that's a historical issue. Every fiat money system collapses in the long run. And then we have a global fiat money system, so kind of where are you going to run to now is my question. I as for me, I'm still trying to learn about blockchain and technology. Technology is inherently deflationary. So in my, like, one of the big areas of inflation is healthcare, which I saw firsthand when I was in college. So that's kind of my role in doing this whole that's my role in hopefully making this better if it can possibly be made better. So if you want to follow me along on the journey, then leave a like and comment and subscribe. In terms of YouTube, like what I've noticed is first comes the impressions, then comes the views, then comes the subscribers. And I'm up to 12 subscribers now, so subscribers are coming in a little bit. My impressions, I'm up to like 5,000 plus impressions in the month of March alone, and that's like my biggest month, so that's pretty huge. I'm up, like I have like 230 something views, which is my biggest month. And then subscribers, I'm like plus 7 subscribers in a month, so that's actually my biggest month of subscribers too. So technically the channel's on the rise, even though the numbers themselves, like people get millions and millions of views on their videos, right? So I don't have that. But if you just look at my like month over month numbers, it's a growing channel, so hey, that's not bad. And that's kind of exciting. Like a impression count's going way up. Perhaps a few months from now, I could be up to, like if I could get up to like 10K impressions in a month, that would be interesting. Cause it's all about the impressions first. That's what I'm counting more so than subscribers and views. Thank you to who subscribed. Thank you for that. And then more so than views too. And each video I drop kind of gets views now. So that's, even if it's only like 3 views, like my last one. So that's kind of exciting. So as this channel gets bigger, I'm gonna try different stuff. But right now I'm just like trying to post. I was daily for a little bit, but I missed a few days because I was kind of busy. But I'm trying to go at least daily to every other day just to keep the content up. Yeah. And the MGTOW groups, I feel like y'all are gonna be the ones, if anyone's gonna be the ones to do something new, try things new, and try to fix what's broken, I think it's gonna be you guys. So yeah, leave a like, comment, subscribe if you wanna connect with other people, including me, and get this thing going. But yeah, alright, that's it for today. See y'all later.